In this video, we're going to talk about how to resize images and PDFs on a Mac computer. If you need to know how to do this on a Windows computer, please review our other tutorial with the same name but for Windows. Most of the time, PDFs are sized according to what it was designed for, and so it doesn't usually need too many adjustments in terms of dimensions. But in the circumstance that you do need to adjust a PDF dimension, for instance, maybe it's too large for your planner and you need to resize it, the process is relatively straightforward on a Mac. First, we have our folders here. Let's choose a PDF that is a multi-page PDF. So let's go and grab one. And what I mean by that is when I open it, there will be many pages in one PDF. On a Mac, unless you've changed your settings to something to open PDFs with a different program, just by double-clicking, this should open the default Mac preview program. If, for instance, if for any reason, though, you are getting a different program and you don't want this one, you can always right-click on this, go to Open With, and then choose Preview here. So now I have this, and as you can see, there's multiple pages in this one PDF. And so if I go to my Tools menu at the very top, I notice that color and size are not allowed. They're grayed out. I cannot adjust those. So what I need to do with PDFs is I need to convert it to an image file first, another type of image. And the easiest way to do that is one by one. Just select one page and then the next page and convert these into two separate image files. I'm going to right-click on the page here. And by the way, if you're not seeing this for some reason, if you're not seeing the sidebar, it either means that your image, that the PDF that you open does not have more than one page, so it's just a single page, or for whatever reason, you've set the settings of the Mac preview program to hide this, so you would want to make sure that you're showing the sidebar. Most of the time it just shows up though. I'm going to simply right-click and do Export As for this page. And then I'm going to name this 1 because there's two pages here. We'll do one by one. And at the bottom, I'm just going to change this to a JPEG. I'm just going to keep the settings there and press Save. Now I'll do the same for this one. I'm going to call this one 2 and JPEG. Now I can close those. And these are what was saved. And you notice that I didn't actually save them in the same folder. I saved them to the desktop, and that's because I want to keep the zip bundle folder intact. I don't want to mess around too much with that. I want to keep these intact. So I'll work on a different directory, and I'm chosen the desktop in this case. Now I have these, and I can open them up. Again, by default, Mac is set to open with the preview program, which I particularly like. I think it's a good program for simple adjustments. And a couple things to note is that I now have access to change the color and the size, whereas before I didn't have it. I can also look at information about the image using the Tools Inspector menu and see how big it is. This is the actual dimensions. Even though it's not shown here, the actual dimension is quite high. If I were to go to View, I could actually set it to actual size, and I would see just how big this image really is. It's quite large. So let's say I needed to adjust this, and I wanted to make it a particular dimension that's fitting of what my needs are. I'll simply go to Tools and then Adjust Size. You can see that this size is already filled out with what it is already. And let's say I want to make the width 800 instead of 1275. By the way, these are in pixels, just so you're aware. If you want to adjust it according to inches, you can select that. If you want to adjust it according to centimeters or millimeters, you can do that too. Right now it's 8.5 by 11. Let's say I want to make it, I don't know, 4.25, half that. So now I've adjusted that. It's in proportion with itself. I would leave this locked, but you can unlock it if you dare. But I'll leave it locked for now. Again, 4.25. And then I'm going to press OK. Now this has been adjusted, and the new dimensions are indeed 4.25 by 5.5. And so in this case, I've been able to do that. Now I can print it if I wanted, or do whatever I need to with this image. So hopefully that helps. We've covered how to convert a PDF into an image file, as well as how to adjust the size of an image. And you can use this method with any type of image, whether it's a JPEG, a PNG, any type that you have. Just go ahead and do that, and you'll be able to make the dimensions whatever you want. Hopefully that's helped, and thanks so much for watching.